All right, what's going on, guys? Happy Easter. Jump right in. Morning, Ken. Happy Easter, brother. I'm about 10.5 yards with loss there. All right, I'm good with that. Sorry it did tailwind this morning. We're working on moderate headwind now. Knock this out, man. Excited. That'd be done. Still need to do low, but I think I'm going to try and see if low and moderate are fairly similar. Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense. 6 yards. Be more than 6. It should be like 8 or more. So 226, we would expect to land this 218 or 217. That's normal. I think the other one was just kind of a variance there. 226, that's 9. Yeah, I'm comfortable with that. Five's a little much. 231. I would expect this to go 224 to 225. Sometimes in public, I hear the meter ding. You know you have an addiction to WGT. 23, 231. That's 8, 9. It should be 8. Ah, come on, hit a ding, man. Meter's already getting jumpy. That was 10, but that was a pretty bad miss ding. I think 8's good. Yeah, I'm gonna go 8. And oh my god, I didn't do flat. Ugh. Sucks. I didn't do flat with heavy winds for some reason. Noobkins. Well, we'll get it here. Is that right? A lot. Shouldn't be that much. Should carry like I would assume 228 to 230. Okay, now it went 234. That's a monster difference right there. What's up, Liz? It's an absolute monster variance on 2 dings. That's a 8-yard variance right there. I mean, that's in the realm of what I would expect. Somewhere between 6 to 7 yards. So should carry like 231, 230. But it's been all over the place here. Alex, what's happening? $28. Oh my god, this is so inconsistent. Yeah, that was 10. So we've gone between 6 and 16. Okay, it's not very accurate. 7, that was 5. It's got to be somewhere in that 6 to 7 range. That's what I'm gonna call it anyway. I'm not gonna hit a flat 3-iron very much, so all good. This should go like 192. Okay, that makes sense. I expect this to go like 196, maybe 197. Okay, makes sense. Nine, so this should go like 201, 200. Makes sense. Good with that. Expect this to go like 205, 206. I don't think that's right. Hit it with a ding and see what we get. Ah! And that's only affecting it 7 yards. I guess I could see 7. 7 could work. It's just a little bit of a jump. More than I would expect. Okay, that's no. It's only a 4-yard variance. No way. Gotta hit it more than that. Morning, Gary. No. All over the place, man. It's absolutely all over the place. These balls are not the most consistent. And that's 6. I would expect this to be 7, so it should be like 208. Too much variance. Way too much variance in this shot. This is not, you can't control this in a real game. You can't have a shot where it goes 7 yards plus or minus. Too much. That's what I would expect it to go. I only hit that 1 out of every 10 times. That's can't be relied upon. Okay, so we know not to hit that shot. Probably should avoid that one. A bit too inconsistent for me. Oh, Jesus. And I would expect this to go 217, 216. Should go 217, 216. Fairly consistently on a ding, you'd hope. Like to think anyway. $18, 3-yard variance. I mean, I can live with 3, but I have a feeling that's not the case. Easel Pates, come on. 16 to 17. Too much. This is way too much of a variance, man. Can't trust it. So the 4 iron's not super trustworthy once we get past tip. Fully noted. So I would expect this to go like 177 to 178. 178, 177 and a half, so that makes sense. Good with that. Let's see, this should go 180 to 181. Much. Consistent. That'd be a big jump, though. Be a pretty big jump. If it goes 183 again, I guess it just, that's what it is. Weird. That's a 2.5 yard jump. Like from full backspin, in terms of like the way the wind hits it. So it's 9.5 yards for full back, but then it jumps down to 7 yards for bottom, which is a pretty significant jump. Most of them have only been a yard, maybe. Actually, I don't think I've had anything deviate more than a yard. 3 wood deviated 2 yards, which that makes sense. Longer club. I'm gonna hit that one more time. I don't necessarily trust that. Couple pixels up gains you 6 yards. Yeah. Well, really, it makes sense. That was 182, so that would make it 8. That's got to be 8, man. 7 just can't work. Think about it. If you really zoom in here, there's a lot of pixels. If we move this as slow as possible, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually 8 pixels. I'm moving it up. So it makes sense when you look at it from that perspective. All right, does it go 180? If it goes 182, 183, it's damn consistent. I'll tell you that. Pretty consistent. I would actually trust that. There was not a lot of deviation there. There was only a yard and a half deviation between all 7, 8 shots I hit right there. Pretty good. I like it when it's that tight grouping. All right. Oh, Jesus. You'd expect this one to go like 186, although this is not going to. Can't really trust that, but it's pretty close to that number. For 186. I'm gonna have to replay. Meter's getting crappy. $87. Intolerance. Ah, shit. Ah! Ah, you just got jumpy there. Oh, Jesus. That's significant. All right, 186, 187. No, I don't think that does 14 yards. I don't think that wind's going to kill it 14 yards. Call me crazy. Unless I was hitting a 6-iron on accident. Come on, man. All right, there's something about this tee box. I'm getting fairway numbers now. Shit. When I hit that little duff off the tee, it screwed everything up. No. No. I don't think I'm getting tee numbers. I knew I should have hit mulligan there. Shit. Look how short it's going now. Everything's going short. Ah. Man, I don't want to redo all this. See if I knock it back a little bit. Put me back on the tee. I'll just use the driver. If it doesn't go over 300 yards, who knows something. Well, that's not true. I guess it wouldn't go 300, would it? Maybe it is right. I don't know. Just test the club we'd already tested. 10.5 yards. This should go 209 if it's right. 208 to 209. No. What in the hell? Houston, we found a glitch. Okay. Well, rip that. I guess we'll use that sucks. We'll just do our fairway numbers then. Ah. I gotta come back and redo all that. Eventually. No way. Yeah. Way off. Way off. Damn it, man. Okay, here we go again. $217. I don't know what this would go. Probably 207. Five iron seemed okay. No, 5-iron was way the hell off. 3-iron was way off. Yards, that makes sense. Do a Sevi and play around with only 5-iron? Let's see what the ding, brother. 22, so you expect this to go like 212, 213? It could be. A little bit big of a jump. I think that's a little more legit. But we'll aim over here and double check it. Also downhill a little bit though. I'm good with it. In the essence of time. Three iron at that spin is really weird. What happens when I go at the pin? I don't even know if it'll get to the pin. I don't think it will. 215. Actually makes sense to me. You only lose like 4 yards into that wind hitting that spin. Should probably be 5 though. If you can hit a freaking ding. Like 213, 214 makes sense to me. 216. We'll move on from that. 97. Would you expect this to go like 187 to 188? Maybe 189. 189 is not likely though. Too big of a jump. Way too big of a jump between 3 and 4 iron there. No way that wind only affects it 6 yards. It's got to be at least 9. 6 yards times 2. That would be really weird if that's really true. That would mean the 4 iron plays a hell of a lot different than the 3. Yeah, that's more what I would expect. I also misdinged it. 8. It's kind of a big jump, but whatever, we'll go with it. Often you do, but only when I change. Only when I change irons or balls. Too painful. 1, that's 7. I guess, yeah. Makes sense, I guess. Maybe each club is more or less sensitive. The win factor for each iron might be better. Well, I'm just kind of charting how many yards lost for that wind. I think that's right, though. I mean, it makes sense. If the 4 iron we only lose 8, you would expect this to lose 7 or 8. Last shot was 7. 7. Yeah. Weird. Have to pay attention to that one. This could be like 198 to 200. 99. That makes sense. Kind of falls in line. Crazy. Really, 2-yard gap between 3 and 4. I don't think I have a 2-yard gap yet. They've been very similar. Well, that's not true. Into a tailwind, there was a 2-yard gap. Yeah. This probably go like 210, 209. What? Oh no, wait. Sorry. 7. We'd expect this to go at least 200. 200 to 201 would be in line with everything else. Nine. That doesn't make sense. Either that or cover is wrong. Yeah, that went 200. That would make sense. Ooh, 4 iron is just all kinds of jacked up. What are we looking at here? 182.5, so like 173, 174. 6.5 yards. No. No. Can't be right. Oh. 1.5 yards. Well, if the 4 iron's right, then it makes sense, right? Be all over the place. Yeah, it's starting to look like that. These balls are a little erratic so far. I don't know. Kind of been erratic the whole time I've been testing them, but see. This should be 6.5 to 7 yards. 179. Okay. Expect this to be 7 yards or 6. So Make it 181 to 182. Okay. And then 5 iron cover, we would expect this to go 185 to 186. In there. That actually aligned really well. Surprising how well that one went. That went really smooth and like a nice little gradual decline. That's how it should go. Six iron, let's see, 170 should be like 162, maybe? Yeah. Eight and a half yards. That's a little big though. Actually, a bigger jump than it should have been. It should probably be 7. It'd be 163 and a half. It'd be more in line with what I would expect. Same thing. It's actually, that's a lot. That's way too much. Can't be right. If it is, 6 iron might be a nightmare too. Okay, 163. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Has to be that. There's no way the 6 iron would, the wind would have hit it more than a 5 iron. What was the apex on that? 113. I should have been tracking apexes too, I forgot. That's really high. Actually really high. Well, no, that makes sense. Tailwind. So a tailwind, the apex was 96 feet. Headwind, it's 113. Obviously, it makes sense that they were both tailwinds there. All right. So that's 7. I think I can almost just calculate exactly what it'll be without hitting the shot. 6 iron tip. I'm going to jump to that. This should be 170. 170 to 169. Yeah. Okay. You pretty much bypass the 6 iron. What's this going to be? 154 and a half, probably 6. So that's what, 148 and a half? Yeah. There's definitely a pattern. You start seeing a pattern. Just need to know what cover is, and then I can fill in the middle ground. Nah, Jesus. I covered 163. Expect to go like 158 if I had to guess. Pretty close. Pretty close. I think we can confidently say with a ding it's 5. Okay. Might be rushing this a little bit, but all good. Ah, geez. 143, 138 would be what I expect. Let's hit that again. Should be 138. Meter jumped. It's close enough. I'm good with it. Like 5.5 yards there. Makes that 5. Cover, 8 iron cover, 149. We'd expect this to go 145. Let's hit that again. 143.5. That's too much. Come on, 145. Close enough. Okay. Let's see, 9 iron should be 122 to 123, somewhere in there. Perfect. This should be 130. $129 could work, but if it gradually declines, it should be 130. I guess it could stay the same with the 9 iron. Not a lot of deviation there between full and cover. It did. Went down. So like full backspin, I lost 5, and then cover I lose 4, so you figure it's probably 4.5, 4.25. Like it's all fairly evenly divvied out. Pitching wedge. Pitching wedge is super weird with this set. 110, but it acts differently than any other club. Like in theory, we should go 105 to 106, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing went like 102 or fucking 108. Really bad. For this pitching wedge is wild with a tailwind. $103, 104, so wind hits it a lot more. Either that or this thing only goes 109. I'm not sure. 105 is what I would expect, but I think it hits it a little harder. Pitching wedge, let's see. Boom, we'd expect this to go 13. Max is like 109 for me. I get it at 110. I was thinking it was 109. 113 makes sense. Good with that. Okay. But like, for example, if I hit this pitching wedge backwards, right? So it's an 8-yard wind, it goes 110. Let's see. Goes 110. I bet this thing goes almost 118. It's almost like a 1-for-1 into a tailwind. Yeah, like a pitching wedge into that wind shouldn't impact it 6 yards. An 8-mile wind, 6 yards. That's weird. That might be where practice mode here is not the same. I tried to hit that at Congressional. I came up like 6 yards short. So that one I got to keep an eye out on. I think the pitching wedge is just really weird. All right, we'd expect this to go like 238, 239, 240. Could be, but probably not. Could be in the 230s. 230, that's a pretty big deviation. That's 5-yard deviation there. Gotta get that tighter. Unlikely that wind impacts it by 11 yards. .36, 246, that's 10 yards. I mean, it could be. That's what the 3-iron is, so you would expect the 3-iron and 3 wood to be very similar. They've been pretty similar throughout all this mapping. It's only been, majority of the time they've been the same, except for heavy winds, and then it's only a yard difference. So I think 10's probably pretty good. All right, what else we got? Headwind. Now we do the wedges. Wedges are nice because they're so consistent. So let's see, 5, probably 4. We expect this to go like 199, 98. That again, but oh no, that makes sense. That makes sense. 102, that'd be 4 yards. That would be what I'd expect. And this club, what do I have it as? I have it as 82, but I'm not sure it goes 82. I think it goes 81. So you'd expect like 77 to 78 here. Right in the middle, okay. And then this one you'd expect to go 58. Maybe even 58 and a half. Yeah. Makes sense. So it seems higher ball spin goes less far than a lower spin with full backspin. Well, it depends on the wind. Yes, because your apex is higher, it's going to go higher and stop quicker, but it's not going to go as far. All right. Let's see. I don't know what we're expecting here. Be probably 102, 103. Oh, 4. Oh, 4 is a lot. 103. 103 makes sense. We'll hit that again though. So if a 56 no spin is affected by 4 yards on the shot, you would expect top spin to not be as affected because your apex is so much lower. I actually like to see this go 104 now that I think about it. 103 again, so 3 yards, 1 yard less. If that's the case, this should be 3 yards as well. Would make that 82 yards. Ah. Okay. And then this one usually declines a little bit, so let's see, 63, 61 yards. Miss ding or ding, it's really not going to change too much here with these clubs. Only 62, that actually only impacted it by a yard. It only goes 63. See, if it goes 62 again, that's interesting, but it makes a lot of sense. 61 and a half, so it's like a yard and a half. So I've noticed that I've been hitting my top spin wedges really long, and I think that's why, especially that 60. That's a pretty big gap. If we're talking about, let's say 60 times 8, 180 plus 60. No, that's not right. That's not right. 60 times 8, 180 plus 60. So I get that as 60, almost 63. But at this route, 1.5, so 1.5 divided by 8. That's a decent distance. Yard and a half, 4.5 feet long. It's not good with a topspin shot. I have everything I need, not quite. Almost there though. Sorry, just cleaning up my spreadsheet. I'm OCD. Boom, boom, I need 3 wood. I remapped my clubs and balls today and I play Cali 35. Oh God. Give Liz a hard on over here. Hold on. Calm down. Need this club and I'm good. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Pretty easy there. Fortunately, I need the tee, damn it. Need that tee. What if I knock it back on the tee if I get normal yardage again? Tough little shot. Ah, great. I can't see what it is. 73 yards. Yeah, we can do that. 73 into a tail is probably like 70. Oh, just missed the tee. Damn it. On the tee, man. All right, apparently that's 83 yards, not 73. Now, if this goes 210, we know we're back on the tee. Nope. Nope. No way that does 20 yards. 18 yards. Shit. Alright. Need to get that one thing and then we're done. Need these headwinds. Happy Easter, Casey. How are you doing, man? Time is it? 11 o'clock. Family be home at 12:45. We gotta go to an Easter dinner. Actually, it's at 2 o'clock. What do you call that? Like a brunchish or something? I don't know. Ah, the fun part. Fun part of finding the right wind. I gotta do this headwind, and then eventually I need to do low winds as well. And then we're actually done. And I can build it all into a spreadsheet. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, there we go. Beautiful. I actually got the same exact wind. Oh, the odds of that happening. Don't have to change anything. We don't have to re-hit any shots. Thank you. Thank you. That is amazing. $194. Expect this to go 186 or 190. That's 10. That can't be right. Dang, that sounds good. What sounds good? Oh, smoking 5 racks of baby. Oh, jeez. Kind of good. Baby back, baby back. It's an Easter miracle. Come on. What do I have this at? 194 minus 8. 186, man. Come on. 187 will work too. 37. Gotta be 8. Okay. Oh, no. We're in the wrong spot. Okay. Over 5, 199. We'd expect this to go 191 to 192. If I could hit the ding. Perfect. Progresses quite nicely. And then flat. Oh, flat is a whole nother ball game, but somewhere around 200 to 202, I guess. Or no, yeah, 200 to 202. $201, 15. Okay, all that works. That jives. Family loves this hobby, which is about the opposite of all my others. Just getting into smoking. I have a friend who does it. Need to. He's trying to talk me over. Need to go over there and partake. All right, 6 iron, 173.5, 8. But 163.5. That's 10. That's not right. $164.5. Well, I guess that was pretty close. Falls in line. Hmm. 186. You'd expect this to go 178. Let's hit that again. Yeah, should be 178. And then flat, you'd expect to go 190-ish. Notice flat. Flat is not really all that accurate. You would think it would be super accurate, but it's not. I'm getting very big deviations on it. 188, at least 7 yards. That's kind of a lot. 7 yards into that wind flat, I would expect it to be 5 yards. $90. I think it's 5. I think I'm just a little off on this number. I think it's 193. I don't know. What does everybody have for flat with this ball? Gotta be 5. Probably 194 instead of 195. I'm going with anyway. It's getting sloppy here. I'm getting burned out of doing this. All right. 148 would be my guess. And could be, but that'd be the same as a 6-iron. Could go 148. 147 again. Okay. Let's hit that one more time. Ah, the meter jumped. I can do it again. $147 every time. I'm consistent though. That one hit 148. Okay. Going to get on course and everything's going to go fly for you. It probably will. Yeah. We'll adjust if it does. That's fine. This just kind of gives me a baseline though. And you always have to do that. Taking it from practice to real, there's always going to be adjustments. But you can't replicate. I wish you could do ranked. I need a damn driving range, man. Terrible. Alright, 7 cover T 167. This should go 7. So what, 160? Probably. Maybe 159. That's a pretty big jump. It's feasible. Not likely though. I'd like to see this go 160. I want it even further. And it could be. Let me set up 2 unlimited turnings called mapping and mapping 1. That's okay. Almost done now. So that one went 160, which is what I would expect it to do. I'm going to go with that anyway. All right, 7 flat. So this has got to be 5. This should go 169, maybe. Not real sure on this number because what I have and what Joe have are we're 3 yards apart. He has 177. I have 174. 175 would be, maybe it's 175. A little bit of there ain't no background noise. Unless you're talking about the smoke detector in your house. Ain't none in my house. Ooh, we're almost there, man. We're almost there. We got the 8-9 pitching wedge, 3-wood driver, 56 no spin. Probably should do 56 top, but I haven't done it on any other one. Oh, screw it. I'm not. Yeah. All we got left. Oh, good. The end is near. All right, 8 yards. What do we expect here? 139. 139 to 140. $41. Oh, you really didn't hear me. I thought you were kidding. $141. It's got to go 139, 140. 141's a little bit too far. Nice, 6.5 yards. That's a huge, huge decrease. 2 yards. Rugby. Does it go 141.5 or 140.5 or 140? 40.5. And a half. That's a huge jump. One way that makes sense. Okay. Let's go 8 cover. 8 cover 155. So if this holds true, it should go 149. Oh, chat won't matter. It's way offline. $50, man. Come on, 149. 151. What the F is going on here? Five yards is a lot. Gotta be 5. All right, flat 8 should go for 157 to 156. Yeah. Moving on. 9 iron, the old 9 iron. 131, 6, 125. You're heading. Too much. Too much. $25 is right. Iron cover 140. If this stands true, it's going to go like 136 to 134 maybe. It's a little bit of a wider range here. it's hard to imagine that's only 3 yards. Oh, I had the spin wrong. That was 33%. Should be 39. Start 39 instead of 33. Come on, 136. That could work. 5 works. That's enough anyway. Then off the tee, 9, 147, 142 to 143. Makes sense anyway. That works. Pitching wedge. I don't even know why I tried. I'm never going to hit a pitching wedge with full back off a tee box. Except for Bandon 18. Literally the only course I ever would. Unless I'm playing like red tees or something. See, this 9-iron is so whacked out full back. Like that was... Yeah. What do you... Is Gary still on? What do you have your pitching wedge going full back? Because I don't think what I have is right. I have 114. That just feels like a lot. Especially when you do these numbers. See, that's like 10 yards. That wind's taken off 10 yards there. Twice now. 6-iron only does 6. But I have these huge variances between my 9 and my pitching wedge all the time here. I don't know. That ball should be like 112. That's what I was. I think it's all jacked up. It's alright. We just know never hit the pitching wedge. Never ever hit a pitching wedge off the tee. I don't anyway. I'll run through the motions. 110 bottom. See, that's only 6. Yeah, I'm actually good. I don't care about it. Free wood, I do care though. Oh, dedication? Yeah, it's quite boring. Ooh-wee. That's a lot. That can't be right. Ah. What do you guys have this club playing fullback? See, that's weird. I mapped these before and I had them mapped at 250 and a half, but I've been playing 255. I didn't notice I'd mapped these before. Should be 250 to 252. Okay. So I gotta change all my shit. I just realized I've been mapping it the whole time. This whole time at 255 for my other clubs. Great. -3. That's 14. Pretty easy fix though. Only for the headwinds too. Only for the tee. Okay. Pretty easy. Yeah, I think 250.5 makes sense. So this should go like 240, 241. To go even with the 3. 41, that's about 10 yards. Okay. What do you have the driver at, Peyton? Do you play these balls? I don't know. I have the driver at 304. Okay. 305 is pretty random. It is very random. No spin. Hey, caramba. It's 106. You'd think this would probably go like 102. Perfect. Okay. We are done. We are done. Done. Play a little. I don't really want to do low. I just want to go and play. Now that I've dumped a ton of, let's see, I bought 12 balls. And Joe gifted me 3. Ran through those. That's 15. Plus I bought 2 sleeves today. Yeah, it's a lot of balls. That's what, 7, 8 sleeves. It is not cheap. We'll grab something to drink, and then we're gonna play a little bit. Highlights, what? Oh, never mind. Oh my god. Okay. I signed up for this. I don't know why. I don't know why I signed up for these, but oh shit, we gotta play the 1K today. Okay. That might be later today, I don't know. Of course we gotta sign up for this one. Gotta sign up for them all and not play half of them. Moderate and standard, let's go. Here we go. On course testing. Take 1. Moderate wins. You know what's weird? It says I have the Ultra Boost going, and I've used all my hits even though I didn't get credit for actually having it. So I appreciate King gifting it to me, but it didn't actually work. Okay, so let's figure out where we want to land this thing. We've got all this new spin. I need to land it like right there. 201. So that's probably going to be what? 4, 216, 7. It's going to be a 3 iron, I think. This is right. Fairway, tailwind, moderate. 4 iron. Times 15. Times 0.7. Times 2. It's 214.4. 214 and a half. Really 232 to get there? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. 211 to get there. 97% to hit that spot, hopefully. Bam, we nailed it. I just didn't get the big kick forward like I would with my balls. Damn. That down quick. Whew. That's an adjustment. So I can land it. Based on that, I probably could have landed that right here. With mine, I couldn't. With the 70s, you can't land it on the green to get it to stop. That's crazy. Wow. An adjustment. You gotta hit the ding. Ooh, that meter is not good on that putt. All right, let's not hit it OB here. That'd be great. Yeah, I might need to restart the browser because it's really bad. Oh, that's another thing. I got to think about this tee shot. Please don't go in the bunker. Just forgot the wind's going to hit it more. I got to take a different line off the tee into a headwind here. That's going to bite me in the ass. I'm going to forget. Oh, wait, we're not doing that anymore. Old habits. Fairway headwind moderate. 90 something, 56 wedge. Let's see, 4 divided by 8 times 12 times 0.97 plus 82 plus 3.5, 91. Whew, so bad. That meter is so bad right now. A little deep, deep. Don't like that. Not a big fan of that. Seems like it's gonna go really long. Or not. Or it was just right. Ah, a lot of wind. I just can't wrap my head around that yet. It just looks like so much. Really hard to fathom. Be in. All right, this is one I'm interested to see. Interested to see this top spin shot. Like I said, I have been going long. After we've charted, let's see if we actually get it on point. Headwind, top spin. Okay. Probably a 60, so 8 divided by 18 times 11. 1.2, it makes it 71. Ah, only thing you don't want to do. Downline though. Better. Much better. Much better. Much, much, much better. This will be nice when it's all automated and I don't have to do all these calculations. It should happen tomorrow. Ooh, I meant to pull that a little bit more. Hopefully it's okay. Oh yeah. Okay, fairway tailwind, fairway tailwind. Probably what be an 8 iron. Oh, it's that number. $31.7. That's actually a really good number. What am I talking about? This is a perfect number. It's perfect. All I gotta do is hit the ding. All this new spin I've found. Yeah. Great number. Now if we were talking like carry, I always do 3.5. I divide by 3.5 because that gives me, I don't want to land at pin high. I just found if I divide by 3.5, it just works out perfectly where it either lands on this hill or carries right here. But if I want to go at the pin, I would actually probably do 3 or 2.75. In case anyone wonders why I always divide by 3.5 there. All right, what we got? 145 uphill. This is probably 6 iron. Easy 6 iron. Fairway headwind 6 iron. 7 times 14. What the hell? 0.55. Trying to think if I were to correlate that to that, I want to go right there. That look right? Looks right to me anyway. 6. What the hell? Yeah. Head. Basically 95. Give it a little bit extra. Always seems to play just like a yard short than what it says. And then of course I go long. Maybe not with these clubs, I don't know. Or the way I've been calculating it versus this, it's weird. Give me a tailwind then. I've earned it. I deserve it because I want it. Damn yeah. Uh-oh. It looks like it'll be all right. Fairway headwind moderate. Fairway tailwind. Okay. I don't. Is it like? It's really nothing. I'm not even gonna factor it in. We don't have to worry about that. 560. It's pretty much just a full. This is makeable. This is holdable. No. Super interested in this next hole because there's a correlation with elevation. That's next on my list is to once I get this thing honed in perfect and I know it's right, then I can tackle these holes like this hole where it's downhill 73, the other one on the back where it's downhill 68, Olympic Club where it's downhill 60 something, Chambers Bay. All these ones that have huge elevations. Okay, gotta figure that out. Let's see. T headwind. But probably a 3-iron backed off a little bit. Times 13, 17, and then this out. $53, 24.3, 228. Okay. Normally I would modify this, but I'm just going to hit it as is. Cover. Yeah, see, normally I add a couple yards there. So I add 2, which would have made that shot pretty good. But it's an elevation issue there. Like that, the wind hits it harder. I don't know by a factor of how much. Right, so it's 2 yards, but technically it was 3. So if that's 1, 2, 3 times 3, 3 minus 24.33, so that's a little too much. Oh, maybe it's 3.75. Oh, no. 3.25. So maybe it's 3.25 there. I don't know. 3.33. I was gonna play that inside the hole. I should have. I was dumb. I almost stopped and changed it. Bad par there. I've had that putt enough where I should know that. Okay, fairway headwind. Or it'd be 78.7. 83.7. Go top. Let's try that instead. About the same. 83. Much better. Top's working much better today. Okay, other than that goofy par, not bad. Easy putt too. Aim. Keep it going. I don't know if I'm ready to tackle the heavy wind yet though. We got time, so we can play whatever course we want. Which I want to stick. Ooh. We'll try low and see if low and moderate. They should be fairly similar. I can't imagine there's a whole lot of difference between the two, but there's definitely a difference. Bob DR, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much for the sleeve of balls. That's really awesome. Thank you very, very much. All right, let's see. I'm really curious to see that this reacts. I think the difference between heavy and moderate's like this, and the difference between moderate and low is like this. You could probably get off playing moderate as low and be fine. That's my hypotheses. Okay, so 188 downhill, it's 180 is probably You could probably hit a 5-iron. Let's do that. We'll test 5-iron. Say 5-iron cover. What does 5-iron cover go? Iron cover, it's 191, yeah. That's not a problem. We'll do 5-iron tip. Maybe cover. Best of part 3 is next. Test T numbers? Yeah, probably. We'll do 5-iron cover. Fairway headwind. 8 times 9 times 0.97 plus 188 minus 2.5. Oh man. Right there. Right there. I don't think it's enough. I should probably hit the 4-iron. Let's hit 4. So now we're doing 4. 4 fairway. 1. Basically 8.75 minus 3. 97. 98. Oh, my meter just went nuts right there. It just completely skipped. That was a big mistake, so we obviously lost yardage there, but I think it was going to be good. It just took a huge skip on me there. Damn it. That sucks. That thing literally just disappeared. It got like almost to the ding line. Teleported. Oh well. Good news is the distance. I think the distance was really good, which is all that matters. Not doing it that way no more. Stop. Let's see. 89 uphill, so that's definitely a 56 we're hitting in. 6. Headwind. Plus 89 plus 2.9. It's like 95 yards. I don't know if this will release or not. I have a feeling it probably will. I gotta be really careful with spin, so maybe I'll just land at 94. Can't release any more than like 1.5 yards. God, it just did it again. But this time it skipped earlier. Oh, that was a tailwind, you moron! But if we work backwards, the number was right. I added 3. Times that by 2, it's 6. I just need to not do a headwind when it's a tailwind. X. Okay. I'm really excited to put this in a format where I don't have to worry about that stuff. I get so fixated on the numbers, I brain farts. Seems like a lot, but let's really break 3/4 of a grid. that one, it's nowhere near it. Like, right there. In this view, it'd be right here, but that seems no good in this view. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like right in between the two. That would put them right between the two lines I've been looking at. Yeah, just a routine birdie there. Okay, let's not screw up the wind again, please. This is a tailwind. It is a tailwind. E tailwind moderate. Okay. Probably a 5-iron. I want to go in less than full, so let's go 5-iron bottom. Straight up 1. And then that's probably 5. 97. That's 190. We said 5-iron bottom off the tee. It's actually a perfect number. Could go a little long. Not much though. Oh my god, it did it again. Stop. Teleporting. I went a little longer than I should have. Ooh. What's up, Papa Dope? James, how are you doing? That went way too long. Although the wind's a hell of a lot stronger in this camera angle. Way, way stronger. A lot. 70%. That makes it 7. That would be... So if it goes 3 yards long, I think that's the reason. It goes 206. I'll have to check that. The wind was way stronger in that other view. Fake Ken. If that is your real. When are you gonna add me to you? What do you mean? I don't understand. Man, my meter sucks. I'm gonna try to restart my browser here. It's getting a little too nasty. Good news, I think the cold is almost gone. I woke up feeling 90% today. A lot better than it has been. Also have another spreadsheet open. Okay, headwind. Fairway, headwind. Copy that. 141. It's going to be a 7 iron. Pull back. 8. 5 plus 141. 142, 5. Oh, meter still sucks. Ugh. What there? Oh, it was the Kin's new account? What was I talking about? That's a different Kin. It's Kin 2.0. I hit this too hard. Yep. I felt like I was jamming that sucker right through that break. That's all right. I think if that would have been like a playing serious, I would have looked at that a few more times. It felt really wrong. One thing I'll tell you, if you guys are testing new stuff, don't get too obsessed with score. I never do. I need to turn this off. This annoys the piss out of me. Don't need that. Just thought of something. God, I just thought of something huge. I didn't do punches. I didn't chart punches, which I absolutely should have done. But if I had to guess, topspin and punch are probably about the same trajectory, so. But I didn't do topspin into. Actually, I did. Let's try it. 60. This is actually not 80. $65. See how much this comes flying back. Okay, that's good. Wasn't sure with this new all this ball spin. Made my first ever double eagle at Chambers 4 yesterday. Nice. Always a good feeling. Very nice. All right, this is a good one. This is a good top spin shot because I hit this shot yesterday. I don't know if you guys remember, and I went like 3.5 yards long. Let's see if we've gotten better, if we've improved. We fixed it. Okay, fairway, tailwind. My eyes go right to headwind. 77, 2 is gonna be a 60. Oh shit. 77, 75. Sounds sketchy, man. Sounds really sketchy. But okay, if you say so. Sounds a little suspect to me. This is actually perfect to hit neutral, but I want to try topspin. Topspin is not the play here. Definitely not the play. What number was I hitting? Can't remember. 75? Yeah. All right, all right. Calm down. Don't gloat about it, spreadsheet. Don't gloat. I don't want to hear it. It was okay. I probably should have gone further right. I don't think I took a good line here. This is a good flat shot. We'll just work on flat. Headwind. Okay. 6, 8, 8. Tricky one. Six, 5, 8. So 87 flat. Could be because I hit it 88. I don't know. In here thinking in my handle. Oh, okay. O'Boyle rules. A reference to Billy Madison. Not a very good round going, but it's okay. T tailwind, T tailwind. Okay. Definitely a 3-iron. Seven. So much. I think like if we were to correlate that to that, this is where I need that stupid protractor. 0.4. $20. I hit a ding. A good line though. Bringing out the trig stuff. I'm just trying some stuff. Sine, cosine, tangent, Sakatoa. 218 wind all up in your grill, up in your face. Let's try 3 iron cover into a headwind. 3 iron cover. Times 0.5. And that wins all up in your shit. $222 cover. It's gonna be tight. Actually, it should land pin high. I should probably go tip. Tip's different though. It would be a lot more. Cover's not exactly perfect here, but we'll make it work. Might be perfect, I don't know. I can see it coming up short, just because of the way this hole plays. Oh, that was actually pretty nice. Very interesting. Super interesting. Makes sense, right? I had it coming up 222, and that goes 219. So 2 yards short, so it wasn't too much. But what that doesn't factor in is release. Where'd that land? Did it land about 4 yards short, 3 to 4? That landed about 5. Not great. It's a little off, but it's a weird shot. You ever had multiple aces in a single round? Don't think so. I don't think I have. Not to my... Oh, you know what? Actually, yes, I have. I take that back. It was on Pebble. I eagled 5 and 7. Pretty sure. It was in... Now, with that said, I don't think it ended up being a good round, but I finished it out because of that. It was a qualifier or something. Some kind of unlimited tournament. I remember that. Maybe the Vuso last year. No. What the hell was it? There was some kind of unlimited qualifier at Pebbles when I shot it. Let me see where I'm at here. I got time for one more. Track the fam, see where they're at. And I gotta pee. They're on their way home already. How far away are they? Oh, they're actually pretty close. Alright, we'll try to speed through this round real quick. Family's almost home. Written tournament, okay. See what we can do, ladies and gentlemen. So far, I'm actually really happy with how the spreadsheet testing's going. I think we're on the right path. This is one of those weird ones, man. What's up, bro? Definitely what? 5? We'll go 4 iron off the tee. I think it's probably a 4. 5. The tailwind, 5 iron, 11 to 1, 18. Okay. This is something whacked out with elevation, but according to this, it's a full 6 iron. I think it's going to come up way short. Yeah. Got to work backwards to figure that out. So, I mean, if that's right, let's assume the spreadsheet's right. And elevation's like downhill 4. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I can't worry too much about my score. I gotta move through pretty quickly here. I mean, it kind of looks good, but it doesn't. $4:20 a.m. on Monday. Oh, Jesus. Good God, man. Now you're making me sick to my stomach thinking about tomorrow. Tailwind, Tailwind. This is, what, 4 iron? Probably. Say it's 6, 212, 211. What do I have that goes like 211? Tip. So we're going to do 4 iron tip. No, I need something with some spin. Tip's not going to give me the spin I need. Bottom's not good enough though. Tailwind, 4 iron, tip 12. We'll do bottom. Right. Then plus 1.25 and 210 is just not. That's not going to get her done. We gotta go tip. Tip, land this a little short, roll it down the hill. So full tip should be 2 that, you know what? I could, yeah. So 99% should land short. Oh, it's definitely gonna land short now because I misdinged it, but oh, actually didn't impact me. Yeah. I like it. Wow, I did not lose any distance there. Go 210, 5/6. Okay, interesting shot here. The Headwind, 3 iron. 8 times 15. That is not going to be much. That's like 95%. Plus 223 minus 2, 239. Okay. That's that seems a bit much. A bit much. Let's go flat. What if we hit this flat? Okay. Distance-wise, it was pretty good because I gave it a few yards I thought it would release. I played it. I basically added it into the calculations. I wanted to land short and bump it up, but it just kind of hit and stuck. So really, it was almost a full. So weird, man. Just mentally get my head wrapped around it's hard. In regards to reading the greens, it's easier than people think. They know what to look for. Drop my average down a stroke and a half as a result in the last 3 weeks. Yes. Okay, this I kind of want to hit driver just to screw around. But we charted it, we might as well play around with it a little bit. So let's go driver full back. And 8 times 19 plus 250 minus 5.33 divided by 304, 88%. No. We're off by a huge amount there. What did I say I had? 260. Okay. That was not good. Gotta watch that full backspin. I keep forgetting. Can't play things the same anymore. Can't play that full back pitch shot with these balls. Just too much bite. This whole play is super weird. Headwind, T headwind, T headwind. It's probably gonna be a. I'm gonna hit a 9 iron, like a knockdown 9. 19 2 plus 125 minus 10 about 93. 93 with some spin back. Call it 94. Should have played more wind. I don't know why I didn't think of that until just now. You got to overplay that. Yeah, it is. You got to play a lot more wind, and I played normal. I didn't add. That's why I was like, ah, crap. Should play more wind. Such an adjustment, man. Focus on one adjustment at a time. Okay, T tailwind. Definitely a 3 iron, right? 13, 20. Let's go cover. Let's just try cover. 11 times 9. Okay, minus 241 plus 13. 98% cover. Okay. I'd say that was pretty good. All right, T tailwind. Oh, yeah, I just like I have headwind on this side, tailwind over here, and I just automatically go to headwind. Tailwind's what, 4 iron, probably. 105, 193. think we're just gonna hit 4 iron. Let's see, 4 iron tail. 11 times 13. Oh, where's that at? I'm gonna go a little long, so we'll add 1.5, play at 192. Oh crap. Well, shit. Damn it, I forgot to play more wind. It's gonna take some adjustment. I'm gonna have to get that ingrained. Do that or start it out offline, I'm not sure. I need to hurry, so we're just gonna guess that it's right here. Looks good. Last hole. Not too bad though. I missed that shot on the pebble hole really bad, that 4 iron, but we have 3 iron. 3 iron probably go cover here. Appreciate it. All right, so I would say spreadsheet was pretty good there. Overall, that was quite satisfied with that. So that's going to do it for me. I'll be back later tonight. We got to play the 1K and all that stuff. So yeah, 3/4 spins are really deadly. They were both we hit almost went in. So pretty interesting. But I guess we're going to play this in the 1K. And I'm sure there'll be, we'll play a couple of these ready goes later. But I'll see you guys. Have a great Easter.